All right. Hello to anybody who might be out there. I'm going to play more Deus Ex Human Revolution. We are in the Detroit D-Town streets, as it were. I'm a little sniffly. I'm not sick. I just went outside and now I'm sniffly. Due to the nature of it having gone outside. But welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution. We are... Oh, hold on. I forgot to move my camera back down. To there. That's better. Okay. So, we have objectives. Oh, that's from my applications. Okay. There we go. So our 2 story objectives, we have to go to the missing lymphatic. This is where we can go and we can get leveled up a little bit sooner, so we might actually want to do that sooner rather than later. And then we need to go to the police station to find some stuff. This is also all stuff we have to do at the police station, so it was good that we found this before we headed that way. And then Tyndall's apartment. Yeah. Okay, so we might do this. Just because this is not in the police station. Then we can do like the one thing outside. But the map itself is pretty cool. There's a lot going on. We will end up going to like all of these places. Like we come back to Detroit a couple different times. Typically I like to do all of the side plots I can as I do them, because eventually you lose your ability to do them again, which the game will warn you when you reach that point, but we're not there yet. I can't remember how I was playing this. I think I was playing it WASD and then I had keys around here. Let's look at that really quick, because I remember I changed a bunch of bindings while we await the arrival of people. So I can do that. Jump is F now, that's right, because I can do that easily. And then the rest are keys I remember. Okay. Got it. Yep, okay. So we were just in here. And I think we looked around in here. All we could. I think we went to all the places. Because there's not an apartment. And we went here, and I don't think we ended up robbing them or anything, because they were home, and then that just takes us to the roof. Yes, okay. That makes sense. And then we went shopping. So let's just walk around see what else is going on. There's a couple other apartments we can check out. Seraph Puppets. Detroit Auto Augmentation Puppets. Dun dun dun.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Augmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. It's copyright that shit. Augmentation. Yo, we gotta be rich, man.
I don't know if I remember ever getting that before. That's funny.
Look at you, man.
Oh, he's gonna take a leak.
Another sucker who bought a bunch of crap you never really needed.
It's an invisible leak. You can't see it.
Word to the wise, handsome. Don't go straying too close to Derelict Row. Them crazies don't take well to enhancers.
What?
But don't be listening in to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc.
Okay. Fight the power. She's tagging.
Maybe those Purity First nuts have got the right idea. Might be the only way to get the governments off their asses and do something.
About what? What do they need to do something about? So where does this building go?
You ask me? They should outlaw all skinners, not just regulate them.
Wow, that's a bold thing to say to me with my robot eyes. Stairs. Can't go through the door. What good are like super powered augments if I can't just go in a door because I feel like it? I mean, like, really? I am now on the roof. You can, like, all these stairwells are things you can climb, and they take you different places, which is cool. These are all the various rooftops. So, like, we're here. So these are all apartments where you can do stuff. Oh, we can head over there to those apartments. That's where our other quest is. Let's head that way. Oh, this is the apartment building. That's where I want to go. Okay. Doo-doo. I don't think we have the ability to make this jump yet, because I don't think I have super legs. Hold on, I want to check something real fast. Okay, cool. We're fine. I thought I was having a stream issue, but I'm not having a stream issue. So that's a relief. Okay, so I think it's cap box to one. Nope. Ah! Rip. I forgot I don't have the legs that save you from dying. That's funny. We just won't do that again. That was not my best move. Okay, we don't need to talk to the punks again. Let's follow this 50, 48, 47, 46 number.
Thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber
We
fangs.
won't go up the ladder this time. We'll go this way.
This city is one big gutter. Always will.
It's one big gutter. Okay. I probably don't have the code to this. Let's just try hacking it, because there's no reason not to just try it. I don't think my hacking is going to be that great. Oh, we got lucky there. Let's see if we can make it. Oh my gosh, 4, 3, 2. Oh, we made it. Okay. Heck yeah. Hacked the door, baby. There's other ways in here. If I had made that jump, you can go on the roof and get over. And that's the other way to do this. But I didn't make the jump. But that's fine. This also works. You just get XP for, like, actually traveling back here, which is funny. Some vents. More Seraph puppets. And then we just go down the thing. And go through the thing. Tyndall's apartment. Okay. This will spawn a little side quest. I don't think there's any kind of combat here at the moment. So I don't think I need to be too careful. What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, so we're at Tyndall's apartment. Tim Carella, research at Seraph Industries, has asked for my help. Seems a former employee at Seraph named Brian Tyndall is blackmailing him into stealing neurophazine, which is the thing that lets you take augmentations. It's like if you get an organ transplant, it's something you would take to not have the organ rejected. It's that, but with augmentations. Tim wants me to retrieve the material Tyndall is holding on for him. The first step will be to find Tyndall's apartment building in Brooklyn Court area. Apparently, I can't miss it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm in here because I couldn't remember why I was breaking in. I'm breaking in because he's blackmailing my friend. That's why. Okay. So if you look here, this arrow, I don't know if you can see it super well, but it means that hacking can only go this way. So like if I go here, it won't give me access to the green. I actually have to go here and then here. That got really lucky because that was a 70% chance of getting hacked. That will buy me some time.
Access
We'll be fine.
granted.
Okay, we're gonna get in the door. You can find codes to the door, but hacking usually works just fine. So now we've gained access to the apartment. A lot of times if I've been in it, well, I don't have the ability to lift fridges, but sometimes once I get the ability to lift fridges, I like to move the fridge because that's just a visual cue for me to say, like, have I robbed this apartment before? What do we got? Hostage rescued at Seraph Manufacturing Plant. That's what we did last time we streamed this. We hope for better things, past and future of Detroit. Let me check one other thing really fast. Sorry. I keep getting weird things. Okay. Some of my settings were weird, and I'm just adjusting my settings, that's all. All of it has been rectified to no issue. Now we will continue. Who wrote this? Just part 6? I bet parts 1 through 5 are simply stunning. Okay. Let's look around. Let's check the bathroom first before we hack the computer. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting here. Man, I miss my super legs. I really do. Okay, let's search your drawers. Ooh, a pistol. If I don't mind if I do. Some money. I don't mind if I do. Oh, you have your computer unlocked. That's silly. You shouldn't do that. I've said before, I always read fast and then go to my messages. Because I don't know if you heard that sound, but that meant somebody's here. So the guy's going to show up. This way I can read the messages and they're not in real time. So new security gate code has been installed. The gate code is 0002. So that was what I hacked in earlier. Now, had I gotten into this building through the roof and gone out, I would have had the gate code. This is a conversation automatically saved. Reaver, Brian, you there? Yeah, Tindy boy. Brandy's not doing good. It'll take whatever you got. Can we meet? Not a good idea. I gotta keep a low profile. She's in pain. Neighbor's gonna complain to the cops. She needs new pose, please. So basically, behind the gas station. Got it. Okay, so this guy's gonna go meet a guy somewhere.
Yo, Tendo! I know you're here, man!
Oh, this guy. Oh, this is the guy who just messaged him, if I remember correctly. He shows up looking for him.
You think you can just cut me off? Come on, man! I need my new pose!
And okay, so now the alarm goes away. Pocket secretary. Let's see what it says. Hey Stevie, I'm sorry, man. Just couldn't score much last week. I'm all out. I'm not doing this to you on purpose. Trust me, looking for extra sources right now. So he came. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. He came looking for Tyndall. And that's what's going on here. So you can see, I mean, this guy doesn't look like he's into a lot of drugs at all or anything. So what is his neck doing? That's just ridiculous. Sometimes moving the boxes is a good thing, because sometimes stuff is hidden under boxes. Not always, but sometimes. Oh, I will take your shotgun, though. Yes, please. I will take your shotgun. How are we doing inventory-wise? Okay, I still got space. Do I have shotgun shells? I don't think I do. That's okay. Hey, Dan! Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Or I guess, how have you been in the last couple hours since we last spoke? I hope things are going well. I don't usually stream twice in the same day, but my friends... Well, actually, I couldn't either. None of us could stream as long as I usually like to stream on Saturdays. So I figured once I got my business done, I would stream again. Mostly because I'm just aching to play this game again once I started it. It's like all I've thought about. I freaking love this game a lot. I'm really excited to play the sequel, Mankind Divided. One of the streamers I usually watch streamed Mankind Divided a while back, and I actually didn't watch him because I didn't want spoilers, and it hurt. It hurt to miss the streams. Okay, what am I trying to do? No, how did the business go? Business went fine. A friend of mine got married today, and I was supposed to be at the wedding, and I could not due to Corona stuff. So I watched a live stream of her wedding, which was nice. It was nice to be able to see her, and she and her new husband looked really happy, so it was good to be there in part. Seraph insisted that I see this. Oh, right. I'm looking for this. Lesser evils. Meet with Tyndall. Black Mirror foliage was on Tom's computer. He's carrying with him. Okay, so that's right. I have to go out to the streets. Got it. I want to finish looking around this apartment building, though. I'm assuming it's good. I'm surprised they haven't announced a third one. I wonder maybe it didn't do as well. I'm gonna just hack into any of the rooms I can. Sometimes you eventually can get in these rooms because of story stuff, but I can't remember which ones are just ones you can hack. Oh, really? I don't get hacked on, like, all of the 70% ones, and then
Access
the
granted.
40% one gets me. That's fine. I still got in the door. But, like, if you hack into this room, even if you have to come back for story reasons later, you don't lose access to the story. So there's... Oh, this is a story one later. I remember this. I might leave this room alone. Yeah, this is part of a plot later. We're gonna leave this one alone. Mostly because I don't want to do some of it and then, like, forgot what I've done. So. But that's a story. We will be back here all in good time. Also, that room had mines in it, and I don't feel like dealing with whatever will come from that right now. What's in here? Can I break into more rooms? Nothing says I'm a good security officer like breaking into apartments. I'm not going to get in that one right now. I mean, like, if you think about it, really, I'm just testing the security. I'm really performing a public service. I'm informing people, like, who has a house that's usually broken into. I love how the boxes just blow up. Like, what kind of cardboard is that? Is that cardboard that's been rotting for months? I don't know. Alright, and no more stairs. Okay. Is there not, like... Oh, okay. I guess there's just not a way onto the roof. Forgot that. That's fine. Oh, no. Duh. I was in the other hallway. I'm silly. I forgot. Okay, what do we got? To the big scary hallway with a lot of smoke. Fire escape. Okay. See, this is where we would have landed if I had not fallen and died. And in fact, I'm going to save. Because I forgot I don't have the legs, the parachute legs, that save you from dying if you fall. I really was I was playing this like I still had my parachute legs, and I forgot that I don't. Okay. Anything? This is like if I was going to hide stuff, that's where I would hide stuff. But there's nothing hidden, so it's fine. What's over here? Stairwell. And then that's... Oh, I probably could have just gone up the stairwell instead of hacking into... That's fine. I feel like there's a catch there, I think. Is there anything here to catch me if I land? What's this? Nope. Okay, well, never mind. It's fine. I didn't need all that health anyway. Yes. Okay, that was the catch. You have to get up here and then jump, but I don't have super legs yet, so I don't think it would work. Yeah. Okay, that's the thing. If I already had the parachute legs, I could have done that. I thought it was something like that. Okay, the 48 there is what I need to follow for storyline reasons. This is the ladder I could have gone up. Did it? I did go up. I don't know. I think that's another building. Here's these two punks. PG and BK. They're a part of the story. I've tried so many times to make this basket, and I never can. Like, it just doesn't line up very well. I have spent way too much time in this game trying to make a dang basket. See? Like, the lineup doesn't make any sense. Where is this? Just another set of apartments. I wonder if this stairway will get me into one of the rooms that was locked. Like, is this the same building? There's stuff up there, but again, I don't have the super legs to get up there. I'm very, like, it's hard for me to remember what I can and can't do, because, I can get there. The first time, obviously I played it once, and then the second time I played it as a New Game Plus. And so I'm having a hard time remembering what I can do when. Yeah, this is a completely different building. It's because he throws so straight. Yeah, he's like, phew. I can't get the line up right. Crouch. There we go. Uncrouch. Where are we now? This might be the building with the cop at the bottom. Whoa! And we're gonna nope. We're gonna nope right out of that one. So that's this building. This is the building. This is the building with the gangsters in it. Okay. Well, now I remember. Is that screaming? Yeah, there's just random screaming on the street sometimes. Because, whoa, and we're good. Oh, no, wait, this is fine. He doesn't shoot you. He's guarding the guy with, he's guarding the what's-its. He has a shop. He's guarding the shop. He's not going to shoot me. Okay, so I can go this way. Wow, that was lucky.
Access granted.
Hey! The award for the best thumbnail goes to... It is a pretty darn good thumbnail. How's it going, Sarge? I hope you're doing well. Okay. I can't remember if this is a story-based room either. I really should not be going into all these rooms until I'm prompted, but I'm doing it anyway. Uniting the World, the Picus story. In 1985, Dazzle Me Magazine, TK Records, and Rogue Publishing came together under one banner to make a new multimedia company for a new age, the Picus Communications Group. Dun dun dun. Daddy boy. BTS ruined sleep for me, but it was... You've had quite the day, Sarge. You really have. I'm assuming Dan has gotten numerous BTS thirst tweets at this point. I can't remember what usually prompts me to come here. But we're gonna just do this now. You can get way ahead of yourself in the story by saying, oh my gosh! What the heck? Okay, well, we're gonna try it. Hey, Caleb, welcome back! Good to see you here again. Shoot. Come on, go. Dang it. Come on. Come on, we can make it.
Access granted.
Yes, that was close. Could write a book about the DMs you get. I bet you could. Okay, whoops, wrong button. Wrong button, I said. Okay, let's look at these messages here. Sir, confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues based on the information from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer the sum of 47,500,000 credits to your account. The above sum has resulted from an over-invoiced contract. We're now ready to transfer it. I'm sure this is legitimate. All they need is our baker's name, telephone, and account numbers. What? We're millionaires, guys. Laura, please stop sending me those stupid emails of yours before I wind up on a watch list or something. You know I don't care about those crazy theories. Anyway, Zubin and I are working things out. Oh, let's start at the bottom. Greer is innocent. He was framed by Meade campaign. To ruin his reputation, Meade can take the necessary legend of the true facts. Laura, you got to get off that computer and get yourself a real hobby. I feel called out. You're asking me to trust me in paranoid kooks in their parents' basement over the investigative reporting done by every member of the press. Yes, I am asking you that. Can't hide your head in the sand forever. Remember, all that is needed for evil to triumph for the world is for good people to do nothing. Wow, okay. Some simple echelon questions. Ms. Vale, once again, your questions and insinuations are both ill-founded and inflammatory. You've been officially advised both on the past. Sadly, I must inform you that official and filed. Okay, well, she's got some crazy stuff going on her computer. Can we get in here? Nope, security rating 3. I can't break in there. I don't suppose we happen to have the code for some weird reason. Nope, we don't have to have the code. Is it weird to be nostalgic for scams? I got a robocall the other day, and I was so happy. I'm like, wow, you're calling about the warranty on my vehicle. Man. Okay, there's not much I can do. Look, you should always make your bed. It's really embarrassing if somebody breaks in and sees your bed isn't made. There is a story that prompts me to come back here too. I just can't hack in there right now. I mean, really, Dan, you're a saint for taking all of those BTS tweets or DMs. I mean, really, makes your bed. Sarge, you should be more worried about it than we are. Okay, this guy shouldn't shoot me because I'm coming to buy things.
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What do you want?
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I give you the egghead discount.
Quick question. Any of you, I have watched the Skywalker Legacy. It's really good. It's definitely worth a watch. I don't know if it's worth buying, like, to me, I want the Blu-ray because I want the Blu-ray on my shelf. I, like, buy the same collector's edition every time. I want to own the movie and not have it just, like, on a database somewhere. So, personally, that's why I buy the Blu-ray. It's hard for me to answer that because I don't know how long it's going to be until Rise of Skywalker is on Disney+. Oh, we're buying these. It's so hard to find. Like, stun gun packs are really hard to find. So, like, for me, like, that's why I buy stuff. There we go. But, I mean, it's a 2-hour making of the Rise of Skywalker. So if you were, like, super into the Rise of Skywalker and you really want to, like, see more about it, I think it's worth watching. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know that I would buy a whole Blu-ray just for the making of for, like, any movie.
See ya.
But like, whenever you get the Rise of Skywalker, be it on Blu-ray or through Disney+, I definitely recommend watching it. I don't think he's gonna let me go in there. I don't feel like starting a fight because I might want to buy something from him later. But, I mean, it was a really darn good making of. For what that's worth. Okay, I think that's the window I came in. Did I go up already? I think I was going down. Right, because I walked up here and I was like, yep. And then I noped out of that one. Let's go back down. Going down. Oh, right. This is the building with the thing. I forgot about this. I don't think there's anything buried under here. Or at least nothing interesting anyway. Nope, okay. So we'll just go out the window, I guess. Okay. Oh, nope, I want to stand up, not jump. One thing I find really interesting about Deus Ex is you can jump while crouched. I find that absolutely fascinating. Usually in most games, if you jump, it takes you out of crouch. I don't understand what the point of being. I think you can go all the way up here so you can shoot those guys, which is a plot point later in the game. But otherwise, I really don't understand what the point of, like, being able to get... Who stores their magazines there? It's just a weird place to store your magazines. Well, I guess we'll just... Because I don't have the parachute legs, I'll just go down the stairs. You love Rise of Skywalker. I thought it was a great movie. First 10 minutes of the docu on YouTube seemed really well made. I might rent Rise of Skywalker as a movie. There's still movie rental places? Oh my gosh. You could do that, or I know you can rent digital copies. Like, you could rent Rise of Skywalker on iTunes or something, and then you wouldn't necessarily have to, like, go somewhere. Because the movie rental place might not be open right now. I don't know what it's like in your state. In my state, it would not be open. Or actually, I don't even know if you live in the States. That was a poor assumption on my part. Wherever you live, whatever your state/country is doing. I don't know, but where I live, it would not. A movie store would not be open, but it might be going the long way. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going the right way. But I know you can do digital rentals. And that might be a good way to swing it if you don't want to wait. Completely forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, they might be, but I doubt it.
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall.
You know why I'm here.
I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security.
What?
I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Yeah.
Shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to
Alpha.
get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, you have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right?
Beta.
I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain, that just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
Okay, so we can antagonize or empathize. With this game, what I like is this isn't really a, I mean, it isn't a morality and ethical choice, but it's not like KOTOR where there's like a good or bad person bar. It's actually, you want to do the thing that's going to get an answer. And I think empathizing is going to get us further.
That. But blackmail is still blackmail. Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be
Now, we
firing
could
me.
have used
You
this
give me way too
personality
much
system
credit, Jensen.
and pheromones
I'm a
to
security
force
tech,
him, but I
not a
don't need
hardened
to.
mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK.
Hey, we
They
found
hang
them.
out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call, as long as you leave me alone. The important thing is you need to take care of both of them.
All right, we got it. We don't actually have to kill them. You can, oddly enough, you can knock them out and just leave them in the city streets, and it works, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Are you still taking a leak? What? You apparently needed me to come back so you could finish your leak. Whatever. Also, a rumored Disney Plus docuseries about the entire making of each movie. Skywalker, I'm sure she has that many hours. I bet there's just so much, because you want to get everything and then edit it down from there. Voice acting for this is kind of weird. He sounds like Christian Bale from Batman. I think this predates it, but yeah, he's got that real husky voice. And I think I can talk to
You hear
them.
what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union.
What?
You an ex-banger? You got the look. Maybe you know the Big Ant. He's been busting DRB heads for years.
I have no idea who that
I
is.
wouldn't get on his bad side, though. He's not too picky about which heads get busted. I wouldn't get on his bad side, though.
If that
He's
happens,
not
the
too
government
picky
is gonna
about
come
which
down
heads
hard.
get busted.
That, or someone's gonna move in.
Let's
and
try
take over.
this. What if I just, like, hit you with a basketball? I don't think this actually does anything. I know what I'm gonna do. I just want to try this because this amuses me. That's funny. Okay. So you can actually just do this. I'm just gonna walk up behind him, and this guy's gonna freak out, and then I'm just gonna do this. And then that ends up being all you have to do. They just take a nap there for the rest of the game, and it's fine. We're also going to rob them. Because why wouldn't we? They have ammo for guns that I have. We'll take their guns. I'm sure it's fine. Look, and they're taking a cute little nap together. They're gonna wake up and be so happy. It is very intimidating. I like Adam Jensen as a character. And games like this, I feel like it's hard because when you're letting the player make dialogue choices, they kind of define the character. But I feel like there's a very distinctive Adam Jensen. What are you doing? You're taking another leak? Oh my gosh, dude. You don't need to drink like 8 Red Bulls all in a row. I feel like there's a very distinctive... yeah, that's how I roll. I feel like there is a very distinctive Adam Jensen personality, even though you can play him completely different ways.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen.
I like how he just believes
Listen,
me.
I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Whatever, I didn't do this for you. Offer help. Empathize. Offer help. Let's help.
Listen, Tyndall, I know you're trying to do the right thing. But we have to do things by the book, or we'll just have chaos. I'll put you in contact with someone inside Seraph Industries. They may be able to get you neuropozyne for those who need it.
Seriously? You'd really do
Have
that?
you ever considered just asking me?
Wow. I never would have expected this from you, Jensen. I really appreciate this. Tell Carell I'm sorry.
I'm sure it'll mean a lot to him that you're sorry. Hey, we got a Praxis kit. Somebody's been taking the hydrate or dihydrate way too seriously. There you go. Okay, so we can go back to Tyndall in the building, but we don't really need to do that, other than it's just going to keep that there. Let's head to... I'm pretty sure that X is towards the Limb Clinic. Let's go ahead and get that one out of the way. I'm mostly just trying to do everything that's not the police station, because then we can just do all of that in a go. Fun fact, this took me for frickin' ever to find the first time I played. But there's an area up here you can mess around with. Punching random people is how... It is how you express love. I can confirm. 4. Yeah, we're not getting in there anytime soon. Is that the police station? Oh, no, this is... Oh, this gets us into those downtown apartments. Okay. That's fair. There's an area up here you can get to. I might not be able to do anything yet. Oh, no, this isn't even the area I was thinking about. I think it's on top of the gas station. There's a way to get on top of the gas station, and you can find like some story items up there. But that's not what this is. I'm just getting confused. Hello, police officer.
Please move along.
Okay. I just wanted to chat, but like if you're not into chatting, that's fine.
These limb riots are being organized by the government. They want an excuse to exact martial law and split this country up.
So many of like the street people in this game are voiced by what I think people think people of Detroit sound like. Because like I can listen to it and recognize that this is supposed to sound like he's from Detroit, but it's like a little too exaggerated. It's like you're trying to sound like Detroit, but you have way too much Southern in you, and it just comes out sounding wrong. It's like I can tell the person who's saying those lines doesn't actually have that accent. And that's not actually how they talk. Okay. There we go. I think we should make it.
Access
Yay! Was there anything interesting in here? Some beer cans? I mean, sure, I guess I can get super drunk. I mean, like, why not? Let's get a little drunk. And the only reason why is because that gives us some health. I think I just broke into this guy's not house. Oh, I know where this goes. This goes to the convention center, yeah. And there's nothing you can do in here yet. Like, you can technically go in those bathrooms, but you don't get much out of it. And you go there in the story later, so there's no reason to mess with it now. There's nothing left. You've taken everything! I need that stuff more than you, homeless man.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network, including directory assistance, tourist information, and street quests.
Ooh.
Services are temporarily
I'm
offline.
here.
Thank you.
Show some love for your fellow man.
Let's save really quick. Detroit streets. Hey, Ryan, welcome. How are ya? It's nice of you to drop by. I know it's starting to get late where you are.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers. Someone is
These
getting rich
limb
while the rest
people
of
that
us are
I'm
suffering.
standing right in
I
front
wouldn't
of
know about
and
those
insulting.
All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that Humanity Front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell.
It actually is going to be. You're right. As we get there. Can I help you?
If you see any sign of Purity First agitators on the streets, please report it. We don't want any more trouble.
I'm doing well, Ryan. Thank you. I'm excited to be streaming more of this game. I love this game a lot. Hey, cutscene!
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we
I like the way
received
everyone
on you
talks
last
like
week.
this.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be under Opposine shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection.
Interesting.
If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
What?
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into
The
account.
hematoma!
Your brain
Sarge,
needs
what's
time
hematoma?
to recover, to get
I don't
used
know.
to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to Lim in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
You know, Ryan, Clone Wars was so good. So good. I'm so pumped for for the future. Let's go ahead and we have the money. Let's buy these Praxis kits. I like how Seraph makes a donation
Very
and I
well,
still have
Mr.
to buy them.
Jensen. Use it in good health.
Alright, and then we had a Praxis from leveling up, which means we have 3 Praxis points. So we have some decisions to make here. What do we want to do? Really tempted to get the cloaking system, but I also really want the parachute legs. Pump, scared, sad, all the feels. Just everything. Just absolutely everything. Let's see here. Inventory slot would be good. Continuing to level up security would definitely not be a waste. Icarus landing system just means that we will no longer die when we fall off of stuff, and considering I've already done that once this stream, that's not a bad idea. I really want the cloaking system. I really want the lungs too, because then you don't get oh, is it not lungs? Oh yeah, protocol. Yeah, so then gas doesn't hurt me anymore either. And I know that will help in some stuff coming up. What does this do? I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, we're gonna go for the parachute legs. I know a lot of people who don't even mess with this, but honestly, I do it just because then you can't fall off of stuff. And then we're gonna save that one, and we're gonna go for the cloaking system when I get my second one. But now we will no longer die when we fall.
You've got to look at augmentation surgery as an investment.
Yeah. Let us help. Liberate yourself. Well, hello.
Nice jacket. I bet you're hiding some real cutting-edge enhancements under it, aren't you?
I can't tell if you're tech savvy and you want to know what I'm made out of, or if you're hitting on me. I like watching a movie. Yeah, it was. It's hard to explain, but it really felt more cinematic than any of the other episodes.
Does your breathing? More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain or anything?
It gets done through your IV needle.
So yes, because needles are
Next thing
terrifying.
you know, you'll be opening your eyes.
She was thirsting.
Wow.
Probably. I mean, who wouldn't thirst over Adam
Not while you're
Jensen?
under, but you might afterward as you wake up.
I like the little random conversations you can overhear. I'm a big fan. Speaking of Clone Wars, I'd love a documentary about the... I would love that too. And we might get it, considering we're getting the documentary about the Mandalorian. You never know. Seeing... That's behind the scenes, Sarge. Don't get too excited that he said BTS. Interviews with the animators and writers. I would love it. I know they've been doing Clone Wars guides, but I miss, like, the old school guides. Okay. Miss Margot... So that's Athena. That's the person who's the secretary for Seraph. Of course, I appreciate Mr. Seraph's support, which is why I'll do my best to explain my patient exactly what this generation gives at Dale's. But as far as I'll go from now on, whatever augmentations he decides to acquire is his choice and his alone. The patient and not the employer will be the one to decide. Who? Attention all staff. Inspection teams from the World Health Organization will be paying visit to your limb clinic. Blah, 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 blah. Cancels my text because I saw BTS. Just don't know if I'm ready for it. It started when you're 13, you're 25 now. I know. I understand. Like, the show has been with me for a long time, too. And it's weird, because it ended, and then it ended again, and now it's ending again. But it's really ending, because Siege of Mandalore was always going to be the end of the show. It's just crazy. Hey, notes about me. Adam Jensen. Family history unknown. Adopted at age 5 with no papers. That's not sketchy. He demonstrated healing ability greater than 2 standard deviations above the mean in the following: speed of recovery, repossession of faculties, post-traumatic memory retention. Usually large quantities of NGF appearing around implication sites. Unique autoimmune disorder may indicate that he may not require neuropozyne injections anytime soon. One previous operation 6 months ago, life critical, requiring full replacement of chest cavity, left arm, right arm, legs replaced at the behest of employer. 30 granted under terms of employment contract. If any of you are under contract, always check to make sure your employer doesn't have a right to replace your entire body with robotic parts while you're under anesthesia. That's a clause I would want to know about. Recovery speed being unknown at the time. Patient was also pre-fitted with PDOT biochips in the area of possible neuroprosthetics insertion. So anyway, this is about us. There's a lot in this game that you can just like find and discover. So basically, we're like super healing. Like most people have to be on this neuropozyne stuff, and they basically get a drug addiction trying to stay on augmentations, and we don't need it. We're super special, and are being really awesome all on our own. Sarge, is this exciting? How does this? If you had to inspect, what would you say about this room? Besides the fact that I could just sneak in all on my own. Just glad it came back. And I count these episodes as meaning, but right. I'm so excited we actually got to see the end. Look at all this stuff. I really like this jar I just got. It's like one of those big protein shake things. I really should just up my inventory, but I'm not gonna. I was 10 when you saw the movie. Unfortunately, my parents wouldn't take me to the movie, and I had to rent it when I was on vacation. Was able to order popcorn. Oh, well, I'm glad you got to see it. I was 18 when I saw the movie. But I was still really excited. I'd say some hardcore stuff happens there. That room has seen things. I mean, look at these arms. Those are like robotic arms to do surgery. You're gonna really like some of the levels later in this game, Sarge, because we go to like some really crazy experimental hospitals. It's probably like your worst nightmare. I don't know why that makes me think you'll like it.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons.
Look at this
and setting
doctor.
garbage cans on fire.
He's got an
Those were the
earring.
ones
He looks
we
like a
arrested.
werewolf.
The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
He's got a
But
goatee.
my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life. I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company.
And this guy's just chilling.
People see conspiracies everywhere. They're saying that Lim's personal catalogs mean some people get preferential treatment. Please.
I mean, I'm definitely getting preferential treatment, but it's fine. Director's cut. This is called the director's cut because basically it's like a weird version where all of the DLC is just integrated into the game.
Are you finished at the clinic?
Yes.
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub.
Working
And
on
Adam,
it, Seraph.
If you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's got to be another entrance on the side of the building.
It's this way. What's the, Oh, I bet that must be taking me back to work, that 51. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to the police station. Oh no, Coscarella is just outside the building. Okay, then we'll just do that. That's fine.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage.
Calm down, dude. I got it. I should just leave. I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna be antsy.
I got the footage. You owe me one, Tim.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Listen, I got a hold of a weapon mod. It's not much, but I figured a guy in your line of work could use it.
Reprimand. Empathize. No, we'll empathize.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels.
I've learned a lot about how to talk to people
Next
from
time you
Adam
might not
Jensen.
get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen.
Sarge, if you want to know where I learned how to talk to people, I love Jensen. Like, look, I know you're trying to do a good thing, and you just want to help people, and that's great, but you're really screwed up. Like, people just take it better when you say it that way. Okay, to the police station. When is the best way to the police station? Is it through this station? Train station? Yes. Let's save, though. Yep, it's from Adam Jensen.
My ride was supposed to
Just listen to how he talks to people in the game. It's great. I love it. Through the subway station.
I'd advise you to stay away from the DRB gang if you can.
Besides the sequel to Rebels focused on Ahsoka and Sabine finding Ezra, which we may get, given that in The Mandalorian, what kind of animated show do I want next? I would love an eventual tie-in to High Republic. I don't know if we would be getting that or not, but I think it would be awesome to eventually get like a... Oops. Don't put my gum out right now. I would like... I love it. I love this guy dancing. Look at that. Look at this guy's moves. I also love the way that there's the street music and then there's the soundtrack. And they don't mix at all. What if I just ran around you in a circle while you danced? What would you do?
You looking for something?
I'm looking for some good moves and I haven't found any yet. Let's see. I like how that's like Heineken, but it's Uhura Frocken. I want to see her set in Luke's Academy. I think Mark Hamill would definitely do it, especially if it was voice acting. I think that would be awesome. I definitely want to know more about Luke's Academy.
Considering all the controversy, I think the UN should regulate augmentation.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Eliza is so hot.
You're crazy. Niashia Akeem is way prettier.
But Eliza has intelligence, and I love
Oh, Eliza has intelligence, all right.
Intelligence? She just says what Pikus tells her to, and Pikus only reports what the government allows them to. Eliza is just a puppet.
Well, she's one hot puppy.
You're so dumb.
You're so dumb. Yeah, Caleb, I agree with that too. I would love to see that. It really hasn't been explored much in current canon, and I feel like there's a lot of good stuff in there that could really set up and explain. That's Eliza, by the way. Like, I want to see more lead up to where the Clone Wars came from. I want to see, not an animated show, I want a sequel to Jedi Lost. Because Jedi Lost showed us, like, how Dooku fell away from the Jedi, but it didn't show us how he became a Sith. Where are we? Oh, okay. And then this is how we can get into the sewers, which we might do. That might be how we get around the police station. I haven't decided yet. Can I get in here? No, this must be story specific, and that's why it won't let me try to hack. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon series. Yes, I loved the Jedi Apprentice books when I was a kid. I read those. Those were some of the first expanded universe stuff I ever read. They're so good. Let's look down in the sewers real quick. We might not go through there yet, because I don't want to sneak into the police station just yet. We will be, but first I want to like just go in and do some of the talking we need to do. But I want to look around down here and see what's up. There's some stuff you can find down here, but I don't have the arm. This day's taking a nap. I'm assuming that that electrified water is not water I want to walk in. Okay, so I'm guessing this guy is gonna be... Okay, yep. He does not want me there. Got it. Understand. I think this is actually the way into the gang territory. And the gang territory becomes a plot later on in the game. This game really is so fun. Like, so much of it just... It's really hard to explain, and I hope it seems interesting to watch played, but, like, if you play it, it's so interesting to, like, explore, and, like, there's so many payoffs where if you really explore ahead of time and you stumble onto something like that, it becomes relevant later. I really like it. I'm a fan. We determined there was... Right, I couldn't go down here because I can't move anything yet. I think those were the first books you read. Yeah, I don't know if they were the first things I read, but they were darn close.
Oh, please. You can't actually believe the Purity First and Freedom Fighters.
Not yet. But just wait until the machine men take over.
Yeah.
There's too many movies.
Seriously, dude. Bill Taggart and Purity First are the only ones who've got the guts to defend us against those Ogs.
Like me.
Interesting that you include those two in the same sentence.
You listen to too much left-wing radio.
I love the commentary in this game. Another thing I suggest, the first time you play it, you should just play the game. But if you like it enough to play it a second time, I recommend playing it with the director's commentary that is on this director's cut. Or maybe, like, look up the commentaries on YouTube. The devs and the game writers and stuff did commentary, and you can find, like, journal entries, almost. Like, you walk around and you find stuff, and they talk about how they designed the level, and there's this one really cool lady who's a writer for the game, and she has a job I seriously want. I never knew I wanted this job because I didn't know it existed. But she's a game writer, but she doesn't write the script for the game. She's the person that writes this stuff. Like, she writes all these emails, she writes plot-specific ones, she writes ones that are just there to add lore and stuff. Like, she writes every email in the game, and it was so cool. And now I want her job. I don't know how to get her job. But, like, that sounds just like the coolest... Like, even more than just writing video games, I would love to write environmental stuff in video games like that. I like how they talk trash, right? Yeah, no one's bothered by it. Is there anything back behind this corner? But she was so cool to listen to, and, like, her insight into games and stuff. Okay, let's go in the police station. Pocket secretaries often contain passcodes or computer passwords. They do. They often do that. Okay. So there's two conversations we're gonna have. And I want to save the game in case those conversations go poorly. What was that sound effect? That was a weird sound effect.
Celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization,
You got a fancy ascot.
Listen, I can't promise anything. Not right now.
Let's talk to this guy.
Yeah?
Chet.
What do
Hey,
you
Chet.
want?
Information.
Then go bother the receptionist, Chrome Boy, instead of wasting my goddamn time.
Not that kind of information. I want to know about the Seraph Industries case.
Ha ha. And I want a blowjob and a vintage 05 bar GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh? Metalhead?
I agree. I liked all of Jude Watson's books. I read Jedi Apprentice, Jedi Quest, and Last of the Jedi. I liked all of them. I would be all for it. It's called Twitter. Let's ask for info.
I know you handled the critical evidence linked to the case, and I want to know about it.
First off, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And second, even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want? Now, I strongly suggest you take your high-tech, toaster-looking ass out of my way before I handle you.
Sounds good. Later.
That didn't go well.
Deaf or just plain stupid? I told you to get the hell out of my way.
Okay. Spacebar to activate pheromones. Use pheromones to convince. Alphas can be appeased, but betas will be angered. Charm. Betas can be appealed to, but low self-esteem of omegas will make them very suspicious. Omegas are susceptible to pressure, but alphas rebel to it. He flipped beta and omega, so let's try pressure.
You talk tough, but we both know that's all you can do. Deep down, you're nothing but a coward. Well, trust me, tough guy. I'm the real thing. If you don't give me what I want, I won't beat you up.
I wasn't really expecting to do that.
Listen, man, we obviously got off on the wrong foot here, right? I don't want.
I mean, it worked. I wasn't really going for threatening.
Okay, look. I just came in one morning, and there was an email with my new assignment in it. Official business. But there were also
That lady is just so over this
instructions.
conversation. She's like, why are you having
I
this
had
in
to
front of me?
check out the lab for footage from an Intellicam. They told me to take it and leave it near a garbage can somewhere near the lake.
What was on it?
Well, it's not crystal clear, but mainly it shows the boys who attacked Seraph as they were breaching the labs. And it looked like they were bringing something in with them. Impossible to tell what.
Who asked you to do this?
You think I know? Orders are orders around here. They always come from above. And nobody asks questions. You just do what they say, and you hope you don't end up like Secretary Haas over there.
Okay. So now we've talked to him.
Used by these hostage takers. Now that being said,
You got what you wanted.
takes a concentrated look at what
Okay.
happened here.
So let's check. So we've met with him, locate the DMP storage unit. I know where that is, I just don't know quite how to get to it yet with the skills I have available. Locate Captain Penn's office, that's in here, we'll have to do some sneaking around. Oh, okay, I could have loosened his tongue by going up to Wagner's office and finding some stuff. So now we can't do that because I just pressured him, which is fine. Either way works.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to
Yeah, hang on just a sec. Shit. Jensen?
Haas. Surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I
Tendency
am.
to exaggerate
I don't have time for
because
your
he
self-pity.
needs to be brought back
I need
down.
to get into
Feel
the
deep
morgue.
remorse.
That's
Might
it? Oh, forget it.
These conversations
I
are
don't know
fun.
what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
Oh, snap.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it, because you came to me.
Oh, man. Caleb, I just wish that things from Legends would get resolved. Like, I understand why they don't want to keep doing Legends content, although to be fair, the Old Republic game is still getting new content, and that's Legends. But I would just like to see them at least get to finish some stuff, but I don't think they're going to ever actively publish in that timeline. Okay, you're angry, you've got a right to be, but I've got to get inside. Crush, you think you're new? No, plead. I can't deal with our past right now, I know it's a risk, but I really need to get, no, we're going to absolve. We're going to go down this road.
Okay, look, you're angry, and you've got a right to be. I'm putting you
These
in a bad
conversations
position.
are a really
inside
cool
that
mechanic.
morgue.
You try to get the
And won't
persuasion
let it get
level
back
into
to you.
green.
I'm always in a bad position. I don't believe this. I just got my life back together and you show up. When's it gonna end? You know the moment I open that door, it's all over, right? I'll be lucky if all that happens is I get fired. Is it really that important?
Super Omega there. You're right, it's not my risk to take, so I'm not going to force you to do anything. You've got my word, whatever happens, I'll take care of you. Don't put this on anyone else. We're going to plead.
Yes, your job is at risk. Yes, you've taken the blame for what happened in the past, but look, I need your help. And it's important. You got my word, whatever happens, I'll take care of you.
That's good to hear. Look, I am so tired of having that incident wrapped around my throat. Yeah, I killed a kid. He was augmented. He was a threat. That's what you do. We had civilians to protect. I don't need people always second-guessing me on that.
Oh, snap. So we can activate pheromones for influence. I like to talk him through it if I can. He was 15, Haz. How can you justify that? No one's judging you. That's not why I'm here. Just give me what I want. We all make mistakes, Wayne. You have to believe that and forgive yourself. Let's try this.
We all make mistakes, Wayne. Nobody blames you for it. You have to believe that and forgive yourself, or you'll never put it behind you.
I'm not ready. What happened wasn't my fault. You were in command, but when they told you to take the shot, you refused. So they told me. You and we were trained to follow orders, Jensen. I couldn't say no. I wasn't strong enough. Adam, please. I need to hear you say it wasn't my fault.
Absolve Wayne. It wasn't your fault. It's in the past now, Wayne. We can put it behind us. You're lying to yourself. You pulled that trigger. Now, well, let's absolve him.
Wayne, it was a bad situation. You didn't do anything wrong.
Adam,
I mean, he might have, but we need to get into
unlocked.
we need to get
I'll
into
tell
the
guys to
morgue.
let you
So.
through. Now, I need to be alone for a while.
So what all happened there? If you haven't followed, like if you haven't been here for the whole game, is Adam, our character, used to be in SWAT and he got kicked out for something. We were on SWAT with this guy, and we were both in a situation where a teenager who was augmented, so he had like extra abilities. Was apparently threatening people or something and needed to be shot. We didn't do it, and so he did it under orders. And he kind of blames us for him having to do it. And so that's what that whole conversation was about. Oh, I wanted to go through the trash, not move the trash. Okay, so this is a little tough, because we can just straight go down to the morgue. Which I think is through here, maybe? Oh no, this is the men's room. We can go in the men's room. But there's other stuff we want to do in here and find in here. Oh, we need to sneak around. Ooh, someone dropped a pocket secretary. Hey, Marlene, they've had to reset your keypad again. Hard luck. We're going to have to change it. It's getting ridiculous. I've used the reset code. Thanks, sweetie. Okay, so then that's a code to get into somebody's computer. So some of the stuff we want to do in here, we're not allowed to do. Now, what's fun is you can actually get into a big fight and, like, kill all the cops. But that changes the game. And, like, some stuff, if you do that, you won't be able to finish some quests. Working, girl.
What did they argue about?
The boy used to listen to that conspiracy DJ, Lazarus. Used to blast that trash out of his window so the whole city could hear.
I think if you go up to computers where no one's sitting, you can mess with stuff. But I actually can't remember. So I'm going to save the game again, because if they all start shooting at me, I don't actually want to get in a big fight in the police station. But I can't remember if I can do this or not. Like, will they get mad if I hack the computer? I think they're getting mad. Somebody just yelled. We're gonna find out. Yep. Yeah, I think we... Yep, okay. We can't hack the computer. Okay. Well, now we know. Yeah, even if it's just finishing unresolved storylines, I mean, it definitely had a beginning and a middle, but there's not really an end. Yeah, and that's just because, so we won't do that. I don't need revolver ammo anyway. Well, that was fun. Let's not do that again. Phoenix University. Elevator. Where does the elevator go? Down? Yeah, we can take it down to the morgue, but I need to go up. There's a certain amount you can go where no one yells at you, and then there's a certain amount where they start to get suspicious.
To meet with David Seraph in person, to offer my deepest sympathies, and assure him that these attacks...
Hey, what's up?
My people have worked tirelessly to find a...
Okay, you guys don't care? Then I don't care. Hey, Kenneth. Your shotgun's been sent back to the ballistics lab as expected. Tests absolve you of any doubt regarding the incident last week. Weapon hasn't been used in the last 17 months. The date that matches the shooting station range log. You're off the hook. You can pick it up whenever you have time in my office. Now we have an office code. You should not have let that. So that's Taggart. When I was talking about how like there's stuff in the game that comes back into play later, it's because you can hear like Taggart talking and hear a lot of the talk about this person named Taggart. And he's definitely a character we meet later in the game. So it's kind of cool because you get to hear all about this guy and then eventually you see him. Somebody just leaving some money on the ground. Too bad for them. But again, like this is a place you can come, so if you decide you want to take out the whole police station, you can. Nope. I think if I have the code, no one will get mad at me. I'm just gonna save a lot though. Also, Disney, if you want to adapt Legacy into a TV show, that would be dope. Like, if they want to switch Cade with her. Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. They could do that. I think the problem with adapting is it's kind of a can of worms. Okay, this is the restricted area, so that's where I want to go. The problem with adapting is it's kind of a can of worms, because then it's like, well, what do you adapt, what do you don't? And then inevitably you're not going to make everybody happy. Like, if you think people fight about stories now, imagine fighting about, like, did they adapt this properly or not? That sort of thing. Okay, this will get me into Penn's office, which is where I need to go. Pick up some pistol ammo. I mean, robbing a cop is fine. Hearts of Steel, In the Dawn. Oh, this is another chapter of Hearts of Steel. Hold on. I can't remember if they get mad if they see me in here or not. So we'll hide. But I still want to read Hearts of Steel. In the morning light through the windows. Sorry. The morning light through the windows was rich, like the colors of autumn. Meredith lay in it, the snarl of sheets around her body. Jace's arm, the steel arm, bare across her thigh like a discarded weapon. She traced up the cyberlimb across the place where his metal met flesh, like a seam of the rough and the seam of the joint rough and tanned. I think that's a typo. Jace stirred and awoke, his craggy face softened. What's wrong? Meredith felt a peculiar mix of sadness and elation, a tightness in her chest as if she were on the verge of tears. I was afraid you might hurt me. He was shocked. Mary, no, I would never. She wanted to look away, but she couldn't. I don't know what I'm feeling. He took her by the hand. out of the bed and across the window. I do, he said, bringing her lips to his. That's so ridiculous. It would be cool, just don't think they'll do anything past... No, I don't think they'll do anything past 9 for a while either. I think I have the code to Pin's computer. I don't. Thought I did. I might find it eventually, but let's try hacking first. I love that romance novel that you find throughout the game, though. Should really be using nukes, but I'm not. And by that, I don't mean bombs. I mean the things that, if you use a nuke, it will guarantee that you don't trigger the security alarms. And if you use, we'll just grab these and then go read them here in the corner. Because again, I can't remember if you can get spotted in here or not. But anyway, I love that romance novel you can find throughout the game. Okay. Due to the presence of sensitive context, it is our recommendation that case TA, whatever, regarding the terrorist attack on Seraph Industries be filed and closed ASAP. In our opinion, the conclusions proposed at this stage in the investigation are quite satisfactory. I have appointed a state medical examiner to perform an autopsy on the victims. This is a critical situation. We must keep that information as tightly contained as possible. I'm certain you understand the public relations nightmare of this incident is going to act promptly. So this is from somebody from the government. Captain, the following recent events of Seraph Industries, the body of an unidentified male terrorist was delivered to your morgue. You are highly advised that this corpse has been classified ultraviolet under the revised Homeland Security Act of 2012. Keep in mind, under no circumstances is the corpse to be transferred to the city morgue. It must remain in your own facilities until my people arrive to take possession of it. Pursuant to this section, blah, 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 no autopsy is to be performed. There are measures that will be in place to deliver all clear. Thank you for understanding. National preparedness. Your shotgun's been sent back from ballistics. There were more emails. Maybe they were copies of emails I had already gotten. Let's look. Oh, I just didn't grab these. Okay. Morgue procedures. Second time this year I've been presented and doing my job, so the autopsy guy is just mad. Zeke Sanders. That's the guy who was at the, that was the terrorist guy, or, well, not the terrorist, the hostage taker in the beginning of the game. Wounded in Afghanistan. Should be considered, okay. So it's just backstory on him. Not really getting bothered in here, which I'm surprised about. I like how he has another computer. Okay. So there we go. That was good. So we've done all the side quests to investigate that. Now we need to find the storage unit. And like I said, we didn't complete that because we just pressured the guy into talking instead. Okay, so lasers. We cannot continue forward unless I can turn off the lasers. Okay, which I can't. Yet. One day I can. So now instead, we're just gonna have to sneak around, I guess. I'm not done looking through the police station. Alright, can we hack in here? We can. Hack. This is a way to get to the storage unit, I think, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while. Like I said, the last time I played, I did a New Game Plus. So I had a bunch of augmentations and stuff that got me there. Like, way better.
Access granted.
Like, I could just hop over that fence that we saw and stuff. So I don't really remember. Yeah, this takes me outside. So this takes me to the storage unit. Let's go ahead and just do that. So now, whoosh, those are my parachute legs. So now I can just drop off of stuff and it's not a big deal. So where we are, sewer, but there's a, this is not where I thought it was. Is this sewer? The sewer is another way in, obviously. That guy on the radio is the guy they keep talking about as being like the shock jockey on the radio. Another way in is if you have the super legs, you can just jump over there.
I have a message for you from one of your former colleagues, a Detective Alexander.
Jenny, what did she want?
She said she could use some help if you can make your way over to Grand River Road. And might I just add, as wonderful as it is to have you back at the office, I am not your personal dating service.
Children of Blood and Bone movie being made by Lucasfilm? I'm not familiar with it at all. Is that something that just got announced today? Because I haven't been on Twitter too much today. So this is another way you can get back here. But I don't have the ability to get past the electronics. So there's a couple ways you could get here. Hello. Seraph Industries. Confused witness details. Apart from Seraph's chief security, who's still in critical decision and edit, that would be us. Another lab technician still lying in deep coma in the same hospital. The only witnesses was this tech, something peculiar regarding the witness's deposition or lack thereof. When we first got to the scene, Mr. Hopkins was waiting for us in a rec room near the labs. He was obviously in shock, but quite coherent. The emergency response team wanted to make sure his condition was stable before allowing us to interview him. When he came back after his checkup a few minutes later, he was incoherent and confused and he couldn't remember anything about the attack. Addendum. The situation has been resolved with the medical team. Mr. Hopkins' condition has been validated. He suffers from severe concussion. Matters closed. No, it got announced last year. It's a YA book of adaptation. YA book. I'm not sure the book is fine and the movie will be great, but I'm kind of would. Oh, I see. See, I didn't know anything about that, so I'm not familiar with the books. I might have heard something about it and just didn't follow it super closely because I wasn't familiar with the book. That's interesting that they're breaking out of like just Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Interesting. I guess I'd have to look into it a little bit more to know how I feel about it. Attack on Seraph Industries. Quick rundown, there's no trace evidence found of what seems to be the point of entry. The incident didn't last long, but the amount of damage was excessive. This was the work of top-notch professional. Seraph confirms that a new augmentation design was being tested just prior to the attack, but the augmentation itself was unharmed and no files related to it were stolen. Obvious motive here is theft and or corporate espionage, but why then destroy the facility and murder everyone? A competitor would no doubt benefit from such a catastrophe. But these measures were quite extreme, and to my knowledge, this incident was without precedent. I want to note here, brought this matter to Lieutenant Ashbrook on multiple occasions. No results. Megan Reed, that is our girlfriend who is dead. I don't want to do spoilers, but when I played this game the whole time, I was pretty certain she wasn't dead, even in my first playthrough. I've been appointed by the state to perform autopsies on the remains of multiple victims on Seraph Industries. Due to this critical nature of this incident and the need of the State Department to be fully aware of every detail without going into the endless array of bureaucratic procedures, there's no way to link the competence of local MD, Dr. Joe Campbell, and shouldn't be interpreted variable. So this is... Cause of death is quick and intense snapping of neck vertebrae. So that's her autopsy. Like the majority of Lucasfilm movies are original IPs. American Graffiti, Willow, Indiana Jones. I prefer to be... And that's fair. I can see the reason for that, especially because then it gets kind of fuzzy on ownership and that sort of thing. While examining the scene, Dr. Hayward and I both noticed that there is abnormally damaged. Could not be explained by normal fire or any known explosives. All the same thing. Got residue analyzed by the forensic labs, likely to come from a high-tech accelerant of unknown nature. Most obviously, this was done to do all trace evidence. So the victims were deliberately burned to an excessive degree, almost as if it was to cover up who the victims were. Yeah, Indy 5 does keep getting delayed. Oh, and we can't get in there because okay. Well, I was gonna save this for, I was gonna save this for our stealth, but I'm gonna spend it now. Oh, I have 2 practice. Oh well. We're gonna get 3, so I will be able to hack into that, and then let's just go ahead and up our inventory capacity. Okay, so now we should be able to hack this. Hack. So now we have a security level of 3. This is gonna be tricky. Let's go ahead and use a nuke. That will mean we will not trigger the security when we do it this time. This only has a 40% chance, which of course triggered. Putting these shields up is a defensive measure. It makes it take less time.
Access denied.
Frickin' A. Okay. Let's try again. Oh. Okay, can't hack in for 30 more seconds. Dang it! I'll try again. I need a little bit better luck. We have technically finished our mission. But, like, if we get into the safe, we get more stuff. I'm one of the few... I like Indy 4. Now, I haven't watched it in years. I didn't really have a problem with it. I think a lot of people were mad that there were aliens in it, but I'm like, first of all, it was being made by George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Like, surprise, surprise, they like aliens. And secondly, like, the myth is always true in Indiana Jones. And so there weren't going, like, I wasn't surprised there were aliens. Okay, let's pause time. We're gonna hack into this thing.
Access granted.
I don't like using all my resources on it, but I really need to get into this. It's hard to fathom it all sometimes that I made a break. This is Megan's lab notes. I made a breakthrough a couple years ago this big. I thought it was an anomaly at first, but it's become genetic. But it's become too genetics what universal assemblers are to nanotechnology. We're talking about the holy grail of DNA here. This is Gregor Mendel Big. The thing is, I have to bury the truth, not the discovery about how I reached my results. It's becoming harder lately. I betrayed someone I respected for the sake of my research. I wish I had a chance to fix it, but it got bigger than me, bigger than Sarah. If it ever comes to light, Seraph Industries could be ruined. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm tired. I think I'll just wrap things up for the day. Uh-oh. So, I don't know if you guys were here or if you remember, but she was talking about how she couldn't talk about where she got her findings from. And so she has this issue where she has, like, the biggest, bestest scientific, like, results ever, and she can't tell people where she got it from. I've heard something about them developing something for Willow. It was either a series or, like, Willow 2. I don't know which one it was. I actually need to watch Willow. I've never seen it. I have to admit. Like, there are tons of unproduced scripts that George, with the original ideas, Kathleen Kennedy talking about interviews. Sure, but the thing is do they really want to make one of George's scripts without George making it? Like, they might have his scripts, and they might adapt some of it, but I don't know. I don't know that they would actually dive into any of George's original ideas without George. And I don't know that George would want to come back. Hello, where are we? Where is this? Interesting. Well, let's look around and see what's here. Ooh, okay. People who will shoot me, that's who's here. I believe, at least in the States, it's on Disney+. So I have the opportunity to see it now. I just never have.
Yo, someone there?
I could totally, like, get in a fight with these guys. I just don't know if I want to. I don't know who they are.
Hearing things, seeing things. Man, I gotta lay off the hard stuff. Don't get involved in this, asshole. Get out of here.
Shoot.
Go ahead and run.
See, I think I can take them out. There's only 2 of them, right? I could probably totally take these guys out. Oh, Chess, I have a question. Maybe don't... Oh, hold on. Maybe don't damage drive that unfiltered reason that combat attack comes out of that. But yeah, I guess it'll just be the, what the deal they have. Do you grew armpit hair? I mean, I saw your real question on Twitter, Sarge. So thank you for adapting it to my chat. But I know what you're really asking. I think the deal with Rapunzel is it's just the head of her hair, right? Because if it was all of her body hair, her eyebrows would be really long. And her arm hair would be really long. So I think it's only the hair on her head. You know what? We haven't gotten in any kind of fight, so, like, maybe we should. I just don't know who these guys are. But, like, I'm kind of itching. I did. I saw your tweet. I saw your tweet. Scurry. Where am I even going? Like, what's over here? Okay, I gotta buy them without having to get into a fight. What is this place? She would look like Cousin It. It's always said if George is an idea guy. Well, I mean, that's why Clone Wars was so good. Oh, hello. Can I break into here? I sure can. Let's save. Because now I don't have any extra things. I mean, like, Clone Wars was so good because it was George's ideas with Dave guiding them. You know? Let's see. We don't actually have to get into the police station, but this is an option in the event. Oh, wow. This is an option in the event. Why can't I do anything? There we go. Sorry. I can't talk. I have to focus on what I'm doing. We gonna make it? We made it! Holy frick! I don't remember what I was trying to say. I got so distracted on doing that. This takes us back. Oh, this is what you can do if you didn't get permission to go into the morgue. Which we did. And, like, you can hack into these things, and you can't always hack into them. Oh, we're not gonna make it. I don't see us making this. We're gonna try, but I don't see us making it. Maybe we will. Oh, yep, we did. Okay, great. So, like, if I had come in the other way, I wouldn't have been able to hack into this and that sort of thing.
Anything from the newlyweds?
Hold on. Sorry, somebody came in and started talking to me. Okay, so this is where we came in. We really don't need to, I mean, we can sneak in this way, but we really don't need to. Let's go back out and go back in like the normal way. We went through all that hassle to get permission to go in the normal way. Like, I read an early draft of what became Willow, and it was amazing, completely different from Willow. Quite interesting. But the drafts were one of the most engaging fantasy stories written in years. That's fair. I mean, Lucas had the ideas, you know? But this is what I was saying, like, there's so many things you can do in this game. If I do this, they should get distracted and go look over there. Let's just run. I think those are just gang guys. But yeah, so like, if you build Jensen as like a combat guy, you could just take those guys out and get in, or you can like build him as a persuasive guy and talk your way into things. So it's pretty fun. There's like 5 different ways to do everything in the game. And I've listened to a lot of stuff with the game devs, and it's really interesting because they talk about how like they had to design the level so that you could achieve something no matter what you decided to do or how you decided to build your character. So it's fun. I just drank some whiskey because it'll give me some health, but it's gonna make me drunk for a hot second. Hold on. That's the ladder we came down, but I can't get back up it. But I know there's some crates around here. Here we go. Grab one of these. There we go. Now we can go back up. Ooh, we can get on the roof. Let's see what's on the roof. I know this is thrilling, but honestly, exploring is half the fun of this game. Heck yeah. I love those Traveler XP points. This takes you back into the police station. I think this might take me on the other side of those lasers, so I might be able to get into some of the other places I was trying to get into. Down the ladder. I like the pattern on Jensen's coat because it looks like a really tacky, like, 1970s couch. Oh, maybe there's anything else. Yeah. There are tons of similarities between the draft and Strange Magic. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I have seen Strange Magic. I like Strange Magic. It was a cute movie. Now, where are we? You're definitely in a restricted area. Okay, let's save before I start doing anything. See if we can hack before they find me. Probably can't, but we're gonna try.
Access granted.
Got it. Going. Because that guy's gonna walk back where I... Okay, sweet. Machine pistol ammo, that's good. I like my machine pistol. Hey, an auto unhacking device. Those are great. You can hack into one thing. You don't have to hack or anything. And it can be any security level. So we'll hang on to that in case there's like a 5 or something somewhere.
Access
there we go. We never even triggered anything. Okay. Sup, officers. I have some info you have on our DRB friends. Those are some gangsters. I saw a stash that gets a storage unit in a row. Top idea. Oh, a shotgun. Guys planning to raid the crib. You should know that the maintenance quarter put some soldiers there. Now there's 2 tips. 2 from Munchies. Hey Jenny, I was walking around the ground. Jenny's the person who wants us to meet. You're whoring now. I was walking around the Grand River Road last night, and pretty sure I saw you on the corner there, dressed as a lady of the night. What's up with that? You dropped the badge? Hope you kept the cuffs though. Anyway, hit me back. We'll have lunch. Hank. P.S. I'm assuming you're working undercover. If not, please disregard the invitation. Oof. Saw your coworker going undercover as a hooker, and that's what you did? That's right, Billy. Alright, what do we got? Another office? Money, yes please. Hacking time. Oh my gosh. Holy frick. Okay. I'm gonna try to get some extra things here. Because then, the more things you hack, the more XP you get, so. Okay, Deckner, what I'm collecting come to my attention that you were one of the Seraph Industries a couple months ago. I'm currently assigning you to the case. I'm sure you're aware of the recent attack. I'd really like to meet with you. Cordially, Detective Fredmore. I think this is the computer I was supposed to hack into. Thank you for your help with the Sarah. Your help and delicate. We won't forget this. Well, that's interesting. From Gaggle. Homeland Security's finally ready to start training courses, so next week every officer is going to go one-on-one with Joseph Mandley, the go-between. The course is mandatory. We got a problem. Wow, somebody's really angry. I want to come. They could have been. What on earth? Yo, man, we got a problem. Some of the cats we stomped near the turf in City A are still coming around. Thought we had a deal, man. I let you in on one profit and keep these guys out. They're just mad. So clearly, so this is what we were supposed to find. This is the guy that we hassled down in the lobby. And basically, we could have, if we didn't have the Casey implant that let us talk to him, we could have found this stuff in his computer and used it to blackmail him into talking to us. So that's what the purpose of this was. Oh. He's asleep. Don't bother him, he's asleep. What is he looking at on his computer? Good boy, you're looking at things you should be looking at. We'll just leave again. Oh, going back to Indy 5, it'll be weird seeing Indiana Jones being developed without Spielberg. That is true. It will be the first time. It'll work out though. Maybe it's maybe it'll be what the franchise needs. Okay, we can kind of see what's going on over here. We're still in this restricted zone. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we got to get into all of those offices, which is cool. So I think we've been in all of them now. I'm not sure we made it all the way back there, though. You can find a lot of good stuff in the police station, but it's not really worth getting into a firefight. If I had, if I had my cloaking abilities, I would try to do more. Okay, so that's where I came in. Got it. Okay, so here's my plan. We're gonna go back in here. So I want to try to sneak out of here and get into the morgue. Now I can just simply go back to the city streets and get out that way. But that's okay. This guy will walk by again eventually. I do think Indy should be recast for the 5th film. I think you mean Spielberg and Lucas always intended it to be like those where you went back and forth. And they might. I saw an interview with Harrison, and they asked him if anybody else should play Indiana Jones, and he was like, no, only me. Hello, other vent. What's in this vent? It's clearly a vent we haven't been in yet. Ooh, that is a room I haven't been in. I want to go into that room. Where are we going? Suspicious. Oh, I think a security camera saw me. Yep, it did. Okay, where is this? Okay, let's see where it is. Well, they can all come and investigate, that's fine.
Hello?
Okay, so we're not going to mess around in that room. Gonna head to bed. Well, thank you, Dan. Thank you for hanging out. It was good to see you. And I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a good time sleeping. So this is all stuff I'd love to do, but I can't right now. Hopefully this takes me the way I need to go and not the way I need to go. I mean, it takes me to stairs down, which is definitely where I need to head. So let's go down. Okay, we're back out of the restricted area, so we should be fine. That was fun. So there's pretty much, I think, only one office we didn't get into, and I'm not going to worry about that one right now. I don't think there's a story in it at the moment. And, it was not for anything else. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to actually say words, and it's not going super well.
Unequivocally.
Unequivocally. That's the men's room again. This is the women's room. Are they going to yell at me if I go in the women's room? I just need to make sure there's no women in here, so then I know whether or not it's weird that I'm in. There were no women in here, so it's fine. That's the way out. This is back into this room. Wait, what is this room? Ooh, let's hack into here. Young Indiana does that really well, and I think would transfer well. And we cool. Also Disney. Yeah, I would love it. Like, if Young Indiana Jones went on Disney Plus, I'd watch the heck out of that. Whoops. I typed out very wrong. 1856. Don't even have the hack. I have the code for this room somehow. Hello, Pocket Secretary. Sergeant, they've sent us 9 division. Password patriotism. He's gonna be in charge of the armory. Okay, so that gets me into the armory, I think. Pistol. Computer. Nope, so let's hack it. Oof, okay. Let's try. We have a stop time if we need it. We're probably gonna need it. Come on. Not gonna make it. Dang it, we got some really bad luck there. And I wasted my stop time on really bad luck, and I should not have done that. Dang it. Same bad luck. Can't protect any of these. Okay, we might make it though. We might just make it.
Access
Okay. We got in that time at least. Sergeant, I will not be in the building next 3 days. I'm going to be in San Diego. The emergency to my office is... Oh, is this from Penn? Okay, so this is a way we could have gotten in to Penn's office. Maintenance team is scheduled to come back and fix up the security grid. Okay, so these are just codes we could have used when we were sneaking around and hacking instead. Following reports come down from CIs. D-row ballers are packing more firepower lately. This still needs to be confirmed officially. My current assumption is that we're on the verge of a gang war. From Jenny, again our friend. John Doe in the morgue is classified as ultraviolet, as you all know the drill. Thank you for... Okay. Cool. Like, just recreating the final scene young would be cool. Like, old Indy with the eye patch. Yeah, I'd like to... I haven't seen it, but... It's... I mean, I'm surprised it isn't on there, but it must be a... It must be a who owns the rights problem. As often as... We can sneak in here, but I don't want to cause more headaches for our friend. Where is the morgue? Because I know I'm allowed in there. There it is. To the basement. Let's save real quick. We'll do this morgue bit, and then I'll probably call the stream, because I've been going almost 2 hours, and it's about time for me to eat. But we should be able to just finish up this part. Hello? You gonna have a problem that I'm here? Nope. I wonder where that vent goes. Probably sneaks me into the morgue. It's probably, again, if I didn't get permission. That's the elevator I could have taken down. So is this camera gonna have a problem that I'm here? Because I'm pretty sure my buddy... So basically, if you didn't talk to the guy up front who like was in SWAT with us and didn't convince him to let us do stuff, this area would be locked. That's basically what's going on here. I don't have a combat rifle, but I want the ammo because I want a combat rifle one day. It's my favorite weapon in the game. Mostly because it's just, like, easy to utilize. So many pistols. Take the pistols and they will turn into pistol ammo. Ooh. Can I grab that? Yes! Speed reload. Let's add the speed reload to the shotgun, because that will help the shotgun out a lot. There we go. So this is to the sewers. So I think this is where, like, we unlocked that grid, if you guys remember me hacking in there. So that would have brought us in this way. So again, that's just another way we could have gotten in here. Holding cells. More people taking invisible leaks. Man, this game has an obsession with it. Hello.
Sorry, baby. Can't do it through the bars.
Well, then you're not that great at your job, are you? Oh, and see, that's a security computer. It's more blue than it is orange. So if we had gone in this room and taken out these guys, I don't remember... Oh, I bet that's where that vent goes. You can go in here and you can take out the security cameras, basically. We really don't need to do that. I'm the type of player where, like, there's 5 ways to do everything, and I want to do everything all 5 ways because I want the experience points. But we really don't need to mess with
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Mando
You look
he
like
didn't
my
get the
friend up
memo
front.
until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of
Yeah, that's why you
national
checked my
security.
ID when I walked in the room.
He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Yep, I'm totally who I say I am, and I'm totally not pretending. So this is the guy from the first mission in the first stream.
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
Alright, I'm gonna save super fast, because I want to try to look at this computer in there, and I don't know if this guy's gonna yell at me about it or not. Does not appear he's gonna yell at me about it.
You home sec guys really like to throw your weight around. This is the second time you've tampered with my lab, damn it.
You gonna get mad at me if I hack this? Not saying anything. Wow, that was lucky. That was also lucky. I don't think we're gonna get lucky again, so I'm gonna start this process.
Access granted.
Alright, sweet. Wow, he does not care that I'm just hacking into this computer. He must think that this is what I'm just allowed to do. Okay, what do we got? As requested, here's a copy of personal notes. It's a bit messy. Please forget the lack of structure. Cause of death looks like a single bullet to the face. This would be the guy he's autopsying. Brain enhancement, neural hub, probably made in China, but highly modified. Military black ops. I have to ask Matt. Thank you. Jerry, I understand your concerns, but you know so well that there are bigger fish trawling the pond as we do as are told. Your position is not in jeopardy, even if Penn has a problem with you, which I doubt. He has to go through me, so you're fine. The only thing that's going to threaten your position, however, is you make a stink about that report. You wrote it, the end. Rumors to the contrary reach the wrong ears. I can't help you. Interesting. You figured Disney would be able to put enough money to buy the rights to the show outright, though they haven't done that with Spider-Man or Hulk. Well, and sometimes it's not even about money. Because they might have the money, but that doesn't mean the people they want to buy it from want to sell. So by here, Darrow. Darrow is the guy that our boss looks up to. Just to kind of keep the lore of the game all on one page. So now we are to go to our apartment, which is convenient because that is the same place we need to go to for our side quest. But this is obviously much easier if you can just talk the guy into letting you into the morgue. But there are ways around it if you can't talk the guy into letting you into the morgue. But that's the police station. I think we do actually come back here at some point. But maybe we don't. Maybe I've done all the things. I just hate leaving stuff unexplored, but it's really only unexplored because I didn't need to get into a fight. See, like, that's another security one, so you could, like, get in there and act security and do that. But, I think I'm going to call the stream, and when we come back, we'll talk to Megan Reed's mom, because we finished her side quest. And we will go to our apartment, which will show us another part of the game we haven't seen yet, so both of these things are at the Chiron building. And then eventually they should send us to a place where there's some fighting. So this is a pretty unexciting story path, I know. I hope it wasn't too boring, but there is a ton of fighting in this game. We just didn't happen to hit any of it in the stream. But we're going to go to Cassandra Reed and finish this plot line, and then we're going to go to our apartment and handle some stuff there, and work on getting all this stuff leveled up, so that'll be nice. But I don't really know what the schedule is on any of my stuff right now. This week is going to be kind of day by day. Discord is always the best way to find out. Like, I will always post in Discord when I go live, and I'll always tweet it. So, like, following me either at Yodabauer or at Port Haven Forums, both of which are above my head, depending on what channel I'm streaming on. I'll tweet from that account. But thank you guys so much for being here, for being with me twice, some of you. And I love chatting, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Ta-ta!